What's going on, world? My name is Serial Sensei. I appreciate you for coming through to my YouTube channel. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. The video you are watching is one of my streams of me being god awful in Mega Man 3. So, if you're watching the YouTube video of this, enjoy the less than stellar gameplay footage. But the reason we're here, I'm gonna try to make this quick, man. These are 8 tips that I wish I would have known before I started streaming on Twitch. Now, keep in mind, these 8 tips are for people who are trying to grow on Twitch and want to see some level of success in regards to streaming on Twitch. So if that does not describe you, if you just do this for a hobby, you don't really care about growth, you're just kind of doing it just to do it, then this might not be for you. But if you fall in the category of someone who is trying to grow on Twitch, then you might want to pay attention. I got something for you. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Number 1, be active in other Twitch communities. You would think this would be common sense, but I didn't do this when I first started streaming some years ago. I just used to hit go live, and I mainly just captured my VODs so that I could upload them to YouTube. But it probably would have done me a ton of good had I actually took the time to figure out and just browse around the platform that I was actually using. Some of the people who I've seen have really good starts out of the gate with streaming and who were able to get affiliate status pretty quick were people who were already ingrained in various Twitch communities. They were active in people's chats, they were talking and, being supportive, so on and so forth, all of that good stuff. And then once they started streaming themselves, obviously, if we see them in our chats over and over, we have a rapport with them. Once they start streaming, we're going to pull up. It's not to say it's going to be a guaranteed follow from everybody. But if you've been supporting, if a lot of people know you as a supporter, if they're familiar with you in other people's chats, and they see that you're streaming, they're probably likely to at least pull up that first time and see what you're about. And that already will give you a major, major head start as compared to someone who, like me in the beginning, just hit go live, wasn't a part of any of the communities. For a long time, it was me talking to myself, which, hintity hint, that will come back around later. But, yeah. Get active in other people's Twitch communities. It is a great way to network. It is a great way to build friendships, relationships, all of that good stuff. And ultimately, it will help you grow on Twitch. So, be active in other Twitch communities. Number 2, follow for follow is a no-no. Listen, man. Follow for follow has been a thing on social media since social media was invented. This follow for follow predates Twitch. Follow for follow has been a thing for a very long time, and I'm here to tell you that it's never worked. I'm sorry. I don't know who told you otherwise. It's never worked. Listen, follow for follow just creates a lot of hollow numbers that don't really mean anything. Following somebody just because they follow you, yeah, cool, I guess it's a nice gesture. But be honest, are you really gonna go to that person's channel? And even if you do, it doesn't guarantee that that person's content is for you. And it doesn't even necessarily mean that their content is bad. It just might not be for you. So, what are we doing follow for follow for? Just, if you want to inflate your numbers, cool, I guess, go for it. But if you're really trying to build a genuine community, have genuine growth, it needs to be because you like the content, not because you're just following somebody just to follow. The hollow follows they're just numbers, they're just stats, they don't mean anything. You want to create something that is going to last. You want to create genuine growth, a genuine community, people that support you and that you support them because you actually like their content, not just because you're fishing for some number. Like, stop. Follow for follow never worked. It didn't work back in the day on social media. It don't work now. Just don't. It leads to nothing. Don't follow for follow. Don't do it. Number 3, a very important one. Promote other things you do outside of Twitch on Twitch. Listen, there are a ton, dozens, hundreds, probably thousands of very talented people on this platform. People who do music, people who draw, people who illustrate, people who DJ, carpentry. I've seen all kinds of stuff on Twitch. People who write, hint to the hint. I have a book out. It's in the description below. You should go buy it. But there are so many talented people on this platform. And if you are one of those people, and you have a talent that you work on outside of Twitch, find a way to integrate it into your stream. Just chatting is a huge category on Twitch. A lot of people use that category to showcase some of their other talents. So maybe you like to game, but on the side you like to draw. You can do drawing streams. That's a thing on Twitch. People do streams where they just do art, and a lot of those streams are very relaxing. People come to them, they chill out, throw a little bit of music on, catch a vibe, and just watch somebody draw. People do music. I've seen people literally create songs from scratch on Twitch, and the chat's interactive, and they get to see the whole process, and it's a good time for everybody. Twitch is so much more, or can be so much more, than a gaming platform if you choose to use it that way. Twitch really is just kind of what you make of it. If you want it to be just games, it can be just games. But if you have other talents outside of gaming, you should showcase them on Twitch. It all goes back to building those connections with people. People just kind of feel more invested. They feel like they know more of you when they get to see you do those other things outside of gaming. And I mean, if you got like a side hustle, you're trying to sell music or sell whatever you're trying to sell, these are potential customers. I've used it a lot. I've gotten a decent number of book sales from people on Twitch because they found out that I was a self-published author. So, listen, take it from me. There are a lot of you could be missing out on a lot of money. There are tons of people on this platform that would probably love to support you in whatever you're doing, but they can't support you if they don't know what you're doing. So, bring those off-stream talents on stream. Make you some money, bro. Make you some money. Number 4. I'm kind of cheating with this one. This is kind of a 2-in-1. Take time to learn streaming software and work with what equipment you have. This was also something I really wish I would have done before I started streaming. I just kind of jumped in. I was streaming from console, which isn't the best, but if that's all you have, if that's all you're able to do, by all means do it. You don't need the most expensive equipment to start. Just start with what you got, and eventually your stream will get better. You can always invest in better equipment later down the line. So don't feel like you have to have top of the line this and top of the line that to stream. If all you can do is stream from console, then that's all you can do. Try to get you a mic that has some decent quality. You can always upgrade later. As far as taking time to learn softwares, if you're not streaming from console, let's say you're streaming, you're jumping right into Streamlabs or OBS. There are tons of videos, tons and tons and tons and tons of videos and tutorials on how to work and utilize those softwares. Really take the time to learn those, because it goes to first impressions. If somebody comes in your chat and they see you might not have the best alerts and all that, but you got a little bit of alerts, maybe you got a little overlay, got a little pizzazz to your channel. It makes a good first impression. And I'm someone who's not a good tech person, so it takes me a while to really figure out softwares. But it's no pressure, man. Take all the time you need, watch all the videos you need. There are plenty of streamers who would be more than happy to answer questions if you have them in regards to how they do certain things on their channel, regards to overlays and sound effects and alerts and all of that good stuff, the extra spice that you see in people's channels. Um, there's so much information out there, and just please take the time to use it. Please take the time to use it. Um, so yeah, research the softwares as much as you can, learn as much as you can, because a part of being a streamer is, unfortunately, you're gonna have to learn the tech side of it. Even if you're not a tech person, you gotta at least know some of the basics, because things will break, and you kind of at some point have to figure out workarounds. So just really take the time to learn the softwares before you start streaming, so that when you do start streaming, you'll already have somewhat of an idea of what you're doing. Um, Things will eventually break. That's just streamer life. But just get familiar with it as much as you can. Um, Number 5. This is a big one. Been a topic of discussion on Twitter quite a bit lately. Um, don't beg for the audience participation. You are the star of the show. Now, I could go on about this. Um, Listen, people come to see you. That's why they clicked on the channel. So you you gotta be the one that makes the stream go round. There's so many people I've seen who blame their lack of success on the chat and people not supporting, and oh, nobody talks to me, and oh, nobody does this and they don't do that, and nobody subs to my channel, and nobody this, nobody that. Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop begging. Stop begging. Make better content. That might be harsh, but I don't really know how else to word it. Like, you're the star of the show. You make the stream go round. This is your space. This is your channel. This is your little corner on the internet. It's up to you to make this as entertaining as it can possibly be. Now, it'll take time. You know, we all got to start somewhere. You might be rough out the gate. We're all not good at, talking, being verbal, and making things exciting. And I'm not saying you got to shuck and jive and dance and do crazy stuff or be like a rage streamer, but you got to be somewhat entertaining. Stop. It's nasty when you see people beg their chat. Just begging for support. And it's like, bro, if you if you make good content, people will come. And I know starting off is rough. It might not be a lot of people there, but you gotta always perform. Always perform like people are watching, even if nobody's in there. First impressions. I can't say that enough. First impressions. Somebody comes in the chat and they see you just looking real lackadaisical, not looking really too enthusiastic about what you're doing. Of course they're not going to support your channel. You don't even look like you want to support your channel. Like, what are we talking about? So, just remember that you're the star of the show. And the more energy and charisma and just passion that you have for what you're doing, the more people will want to support. So just don't be one of those people out here begging for subs and begging for this, begging for that from the community. Just don't. It's real nasty, filthy, real filthy, babe. You look some kind of way. Don't do that. Don't do that. I could elaborate on that longer, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to leave that alone. Kind of going off of that, number 6. Twitch is a grind like everything else. You will not get views overnight. You might not hit affiliate overnight. It took me months, technically years, to get affiliate, if we're being technical. I ain't gonna get into that story, but technically it took me years to get affiliate. But yeah, this stuff takes time, bro. Like anything else you get into, it's something you gotta learn. It's something you gotta get comfortable with. You're gonna have good days. You're gonna have days that are not so good. You might have days where your viewership is up. Next day, it might not be so up. And it just is what it is, man. You just gotta keep pushing. I see so many people who start streaming and then they quit within like a month because they just have this fantasy in their head that they're supposed to average like 50 views after streaming for like 2 weeks. And it's like, bro, that's not how any of this goes. That's why it's so important that you do this, because you actually genuinely enjoy it. If you're doing this for the wrong reasons, you're gonna get disappointed very early, very quick, and you're gonna flame out very early and very quick. Um, Respect the grind, respect the process. It is what it is, man. Like anything else you ever try in life, you gotta grind to get good. And I don't know what else you want me to say. um, Number 8. Oh, I skipped a number. Number 7. Sorry about that. I can't count. I don't know if you knew this, but you gotta talk on your stream. Yeah, that's a thing. Some people don't know that, but you actually have to talk on your stream. I'm not gonna get too heavy into this. Shout outs to the homie Terrible Gaming. This was a very heated Twitter topic, but I'm here to tell you, and hint to the hint, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to my other video about whether or not you can be a successful streamer without using a camera. That video talks about the importance of talking. If you're going to stream on Twitch and you would like to grow your channel, yes, you have to talk. I know you're an introvert. Well, you might be. I don't know you. But maybe you're an introvert. Socially awkward. Whatever you want to call it. I get it. But you're going to have to talk. I'm not saying you got to scream. Not saying you got to shout. Not saying you got to sing. Not saying you got to dance. Not saying you got to rage. But you got to talk. Say something. Talk about something. Talk about your gameplay. Talk about the lore of the game. Talk about how your day was. It's gonna feel awkward. Feeling in dead air can be awkward, but you got to talk. You gotta say something. First impressions. You're gonna hear me say this 20 trillion times. First impressions. If somebody comes into your channel and they see you just staring at a blank screen, not staring at a blank screen, but just staring into space for 5 minutes and not saying anything, probably gonna leave. If they come into your chat and they type something and you're the person who isn't really good at reading their chat, they're gonna leave. So just do yourself a favor, man. I don't care how awkward it is. I don't care how stupid you feel. I don't care if there's 5 people in chat. I don't care if there's nobody in the chat. I see this question all the time. Well, nobody's in the chat, so who am I supposed to just talk to myself? Yes. Yes, you are. Sorry, I know that some of y'all don't want to hear that, but yes, you should talk to yourself. Because if you can't talk to yourself, like, this goes back to the other one, the other point I made. You're the star of the show. You can't only perform when people are in the crowd. As soon as you hit go live, lights are on. It's time to go. It's time to go. The show don't start when the people start walking in. The show starts the second you hit go live. So you need to be talking about something, anything. I promise you it's not as hard as you think it is. Will it be awkward? Of course it will. Eventually you'll get better at it. And eventually you won't even have to think about it. You'll do it and it'll just be secondhand nature. Because once again, if you're trying to grow on Twitch and you want to make a good first impression on people, they want to see you being interested in what you're doing. And also, another thing, I always bring this up, it's not just about the people in the chat. There are people who are going to click on your channel when you are not live. They might, maybe you're in somebody else's chat, you're making some good jokes, and they're like, yo, let me click on this person's channel to see if they stream. Let me see what they're about. And they click on you and like, oh, they stream. Let me go catch a vibe. Let me see what their vibe is like. And they see you just staring into space for minutes at a time, not saying a word. That's a follow you could have had while you weren't even streaming, and they're not gonna follow you no more. But you wasn't talking. You wasn't doing nothing. If you want to play video games and don't talk, Streaming ain't for you. Go to YouTube. Just do gameplay. Twitch is a live platform. Would you go to a live show to an artist and they didn't sing? They just stood there on stage and just kind of, you know, a little two-step back and forth for like an hour set, but never sung one song, never. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't pay for that. Nobody else wants to do that. So talk, please. I'm begging you. Say some words and some syllables. You'll have a good time. And the last one, most important, number 8. Just have fun, man. At the end of the day, we're just playing video games, bruh. It's so easy to get caught up in numbers and so much Twitch drama, numbers, and you worrying about this and worrying about that, and it can be a lot. But at the end of the day, bro, we playing games, bro. It's supposed to be fun. We should not be stressed out. This is something I'm pretty sure most of us all grew up doing. We just playing games, bro. Have fun. Stop being so uptight about it. It bothers me when I see people so stressed out on this, but we just playing games, man. It's supposed to be fun. We playing games, bro. Play the game. Have a good time. Put a smile on your face. Won't hurt you. Enjoy what you're doing, man. We here playing games, and people are coming to watch us play games. It don't get no more fun than that. When we were kids, we never thought we'd have a platform like this. Now you mean to tell me I can go live on Twitch and possibly earn money just by people watching me play video games? Why would I not be happy? Why would I not enjoy myself? So enjoy yourself, man. Have a good time. Don't be stressed out. Relax. Loosen up. We just playing games, bro. We just playing games. But that's all I got. Those are my 8 tips of things I wish I would have known before I started streaming on Twitch. If you would like to follow me on Twitch, you can follow me, twitch.tv/SerialSensei. Of course, you're on YouTube, so you can peep my other YouTube videos. Try to drop every week. Try to. Sometimes I don't always make it, but I try. You can support your boy in other ways. Got a book, Oddball Chronicles, Volume 2, on Amazon. Links in the description will be below. Shout out to the homie Koi Kid for the beat on this video. That's all I got for y'all today. My name is Serial Sensei, and I will see y'all on the next video.